G'day guys. I recently had the water switch stop working, so I thought I just might put a bit of a post up and show you how I fixed my one. We've had a few dust issues with this van, and it's actually coming ingress from the frame, so everyone sort of blames the door, and we had a bit through the door, but we actually had more come in through the door lock attachments than we did through the door seal itself. And we also had lots of dust come in from around all the power points, particularly the outside ones, that power point and this switch point. We saw lots of dust come in right around here. So when this started misbehaving, I thought it could be a part of that dust issue we're having. So I'll show you how to take it off. They're clipped on the sides. So what you do is you push the side out and you pull the middle section out. Then the cap comes off. Be careful of that button falls out. All right. And that's what's in there. Now, to tell you what I mean about the dust, all there is two screws holding it to the wall. Now this isn't as dirty because I've already been behind here and repaired all this, but that's what you find behind it. That hole there is straight into the cavity, and that was chock-a-block with Red Bull dust. And there was dust all around here, but we cleaned it. You know, we cleaned all the dust up, but this dust stayed behind, and this was all just chock-a-block with like a red dome of dust. So we had to clean all that off, then use a contact cleaner, because the reason why this actually stopped working is this little button here, that stopped operating. So I used any sort of contact cleaner. It's got to be a non-residual type contact cleaner, and you take the back of that off, you spray all this, you spray the back of the board, spray the front of the board, but in particular, take attention to that button. That button clicks in and clicks out. A minute ago, it wasn't doing that. It was just jammed up and it wasn't blowing, and the lights weren't coming on. It was just a drama. A short spray, a bit of mucking around, and this is all working famously now. It takes a minute to come up, but that's standard of them. So all you do then is, once you've got that clean, it's quite simple. I just put those two screws back in again. Little trick I always tell people is don't tighten the first screw right up. Get everything located first. Once everything's located, then you can tighten the screws up. Because otherwise you're not going to get it in the right spot, and you could fight with the second one. Don't over tighten it because it's just aluminium, so you don't want to be a big animal about it. Check it's still going, which it is. Put your button back in again. Alright, and line it up, line it up, line it up. Push till it goes click. Push till it goes click. Alright, that's all located again. If you've done it properly, we have, it's now working. So that's an easy fix with no cost. All you gotta do is take a time out with a bit of beer and sit down by the waterfront, and you fix it in no time. But just remember that dust is in the walls around the van and does get to behind the power switches, etc, etc. So if you can, what I tried to do is seal the underside of the chassis from underneath and stop the dust from getting up in the things. Now I'm not MDC bashing, okay? This is a thing with Jayco vans. A lot of vans have got this same issue. It's not generic to this company only, everyone does it. So the way around that is I'm quite happily to fix it myself and go through and seal underneath the van. Since I've sealed under the van, I have bugger all dust coming in. And it's not through the door seals where I was getting it. It was actually through the frame and through all the lock hatches. Every part, there's a hole to the outside wall. That's where the dust was coming in for us. But it caused little issues along the way. Anyway, enjoy guys, have a good one.